Stop scrolling right now. The fact that you landed on this specific video at this specific moment is not an accident of the algorithm. It is a direct answer to the question that kept you awake last night. The question you've been too afraid to ask out loud. The question that sits heavy in your chest every morning when you wake up. I know you've been feeling a sudden heavy shift in the atmosphere around you lately. Something has changed in the last few weeks, hasn't it? You've been seeing their name everywhere. On street signs, in random conversations, popping up on your phone in the strangest ways. You've been hearing that specific song, the one that reminds you of them, playing in every store you walk into. Or you've been waking up at 3 a.m. with them on your mind, your heart racing, feeling like something important is trying to break through the veil of your consciousness. This video is your confirmation. You are not imagining it. You are not going crazy. You are not being delusional or desperate. What you're experiencing is real, and it has a spiritual explanation. But why now? Why, after all this silence, after all this distance, is the universe suddenly screaming their name at you from every direction? There is a spiritual phenomenon happening right now involving a specific person from your past who is currently fighting a battle against their own pride to get back to you. They are in the thick of their transformation. They are wrestling with their ego. They are realizing what they lost. As a spiritual intuitive who has guided thousands of people through the complex journey of twin flames, soulmate connections, and karmic reconciliation, I have learned to interpret the energy currents that the naked eye misses. I see patterns in the spiritual realm that most people dismiss as coincidence. And I'm telling you right now, what's happening to you is not random. In the next few minutes, I am going to reveal the 6 undeniable signs that the separation season is over and that divine intervention is actively orchestrating a reunion. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to prepare your spirit to receive the apology you've been manifesting. You will understand why the waiting was necessary. You will see the bigger picture, and you will walk away with absolute certainty about what's coming next. Let's begin by addressing the elephant in the room. You have tried to move on. You have done the work. You've focused on yourself. Maybe you've even dated other people. You downloaded the apps. You went on those coffee dates. Logic tells you it's over, but your soul is telling you a completely different story. This is the first block of understanding, the energetic tether. In spiritual traditions, and even in quantum entanglement theory, when two souls share a profound, destiny-altering connection, an invisible cord is formed. This isn't just poetry, it is energy. What you are experiencing right now, that sudden influx of memories, that feeling of nostalgia that hits you out of nowhere while you're just grocery shopping or driving to work, is not coming from you. You could be having a perfectly fine day, laughing with coworkers, enjoying your morning coffee, and then boom, a wave crashes over you. Suddenly, you're remembering the exact sound of their laugh, or the way they used to hold your hand in the car, and you feel crazy for it. You wonder if you're delusional for still holding space in your heart for someone who walked away. But let me tell you something, this is not weakness. This is the energetic tether being pulled from the other end. When you feel a sudden wave of sadness or longing that doesn't match your current mood, you are physically feeling the pull of the energetic tether. It means they are thinking about you, intensely, right now. They are in a moment of solitude, perhaps regretting the way things ended, and that emotional energy is traveling down the cord and hitting your heart chakra. It's like a spiritual text message you receive before the actual text pops up on your iPhone. I've counseled thousands of people through this exact phenomenon. The person who is moving on suddenly gets hit with these inexplicable emotional waves. And when we dig deeper, we discover that those waves correspond almost exactly to the moments when their person is in crisis or regret or deep contemplation about the relationship. You need to stop judging yourself for not being over it and realize that your inability to forget is actually a symptom of their inability to let go. They are currently in a state of reflection, replaying the highlight reel of your relationship, realizing that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. It was just artificial turf. Right now, in this very moment, they are comparing. Every new person they meet is being measured against the standard you set, and everyone is falling short. But here is the catch. If you chase them now, you push them away. You have to understand how to hold your ground while this tether pulls tight. Think of it like a rubber band. The farther you stretch it, the more potential energy is stored. But if you let go too early, the energy dissipates. The universe is highlighting this connection because the chapter isn't closed. The book was just set down for a moment. Now we need to talk about what happens when the lights go out. The second sign that this reconciliation is divinely ordained is found in the dream state. Have you been dreaming about them lately? Not just vague, blurry dreams, but hyper-realistic scenarios where you are having conversations, where you can feel their touch or see the regret in their eyes. Dreams so vivid that when you wake up, you're confused about what's real. You can still smell their cologne. You can still feel the weight of their hand in yours. This is what we call the telepathic echo. When the conscious mind is asleep, the ego is dormant. All those defense mechanisms they've built crumble in the dream state. In the astral realm, they are visiting you. This is extremely common in the weeks leading up to a physical reconciliation. They are projecting their higher self to you because their conscious self is still too afraid to make the move. During waking hours, their ego is in control, saying things like, "You don't need them. Reaching out would make you look weak." But when they fall asleep, the soul takes over, and the soul doesn't lie. The soul knows exactly where it belongs. If you are waking up between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. consistently, pay attention. In spiritual circles, this is known as the veil hour. It's when the barrier between the physical and spiritual realms is at its thinnest. If you wake up suddenly with them on your mind during these hours, it is because their spirit is shaking yours awake. They might be lying in their bed, staring at the ceiling, overwhelmed by the memory of you. This telepathic connection is a precursor to physical action. It's the universe's way of preparing your nervous system for their return. It's important not to panic or obsess over these dreams. Don't wake up and immediately check their Instagram stories. That is energy leaking. Instead, acknowledge the visit. Say to yourself, "I receive this message and I trust divine timing." This keeps your vibration high and attractive. If you act desperate, you create resistance. If you act assured, you create magnetism. I worked with a woman who kept having the same dream for 3 weeks straight. In the dream, her ex was knocking on her door in the rain, crying, begging for another chance. I told her to sit tight, to keep her energy clean, and to trust the timing. 2 weeks later, he showed up at her apartment, in the rain, with tears in his eyes. The dream was a preview. They are dreaming of you too. They are waking up with your scent in their memory. They are hearing your voice in the silence. This is the haunting before the healing, the necessary process of breaking down their pride. To understand why they are coming back, we have to brutally honestly look at why they left. This is the mirror effect. In almost every profound spiritual connection, there is a runner and a chaser dynamic. You were likely the one who was ready, open, and vulnerable. They were the one who got cold feet, who said they weren't ready, or who sabotaged the relationship when it got too real. Understand this. They didn't run away from you. They ran away from the reflection of themselves that you showed them. Your love was so pure, so high vibrational, that it illuminated their shadows, their insecurities, and their unhealed traumas. It was like you walked into a dark room and turned on all the lights. Suddenly, they could see all the dust in the corners, all the things they'd been avoiding for years. And it scared them. So they retreated to what felt safe, superficial connections, work, or isolation. When they were with you, they had to show up authentically. You saw through their masks. You called them out on their patterns. You loved them too much to let them stay small. And for someone who has spent their whole life building walls, that kind of love feels like an earthquake. So what did they do? They found someone easy, someone who didn't ask deep questions, someone who wouldn't notice when they emotionally checked out. But here is the prophetic shift happening right now in 2026. The things they ran to are no longer satisfying them. The distractions have lost their flavor. This is the tower moment in tarot terms. The structures they built to hide from their feelings for you are crumbling. They are realizing that the safety they sought is actually a prison of loneliness. They are comparing everyone else to you, and everyone else is falling short. That new person might be attractive, but they don't have your soul. They might be fun, but they don't have your depth. This realization generates tremendous spiritual heat. This is why you might feel sudden bursts of anger or anxiety that don't belong to you. You are feeling their internal battle. They are fighting the realization that they made a mistake. But the ego is a stubborn thing. It takes time to dismantle. It doesn't want to admit it was wrong. So, there's this internal tug of war happening. The separation was necessary. If they had stayed, they would have continued to hurt you because they weren't healed. The universe separated you to work on them in a way you never could. They had to learn the value of your presence by experiencing the coldness of your absence. Now, the mirror is turning. They are starting to see that you were not the problem. You were the solution they were too immature to accept. This shift is the pivot point of destiny. You're driving down the highway and suddenly a car passes you. It's the exact make, model, and color of their car. You turn on the radio and your song, the one you haven't heard in 3 years, is playing. You look at the clock and it's 11:11, 2:22, or their birthday numbers staring back at you. These are not coincidences. This is the universe dropping breadcrumbs. We call this synchronistic bombardment. I had a client who spent 6 months obsessing over her ex, crying every day, checking his social media constantly. He never responded. Radio silence. Then one day, she just broke through. She decided, I'm done putting my life on hold. She deleted his number. She signed up for a pottery class. She booked a solo trip to Costa Rica. 3 days later, he texted her, I've been thinking about you. Can we talk? This block is about preparing the vessel. You cannot receive a healthy relationship if you are still broken from the breakup. The universe has been holding them back until you were strong enough to handle the reconciliation without losing yourself again. If they came back right now, while you're still in desperate energy, what would happen? You'd take them back immediately. You'd forgive everything without conversation. You'd compromise your boundaries, and within weeks, you'd be right back where you started. But if they come back after you've healed, after you've remembered who you are, that's a reunion of equals. That's a relationship with a foundation. This calm you are cultivating is the landing strip for their arrival. They are coming back to a high-value version of you, not the version that was begging for crumbs. If you are still in the energy of desperation, you will repel them. But if you step into your power, you become irresistible. You become magnetic. The paradox is that you get what you want when you no longer need it to survive. We have arrived at the final block. The signs are there. The energetic tether, the dreams, the mirror effect, the synchronicities, your developing detachment. Now we seal this with a prophetic decree. Words have power. In the Bible, Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21, says that life and death are in the power of the tongue. In Genesis, God spoke the world into existence. Your words create your reality. We are going to speak their return into existence, not from begging, but from knowing, not from desperation, but from authority. This reconciliation is not just about romance. This is about destiny. You two have a soul contract that needs to be fulfilled. The time apart was the intermission. The second act is about to begin. Close your eyes for a moment. Visualize them standing in front of you. Not the version that hurt you, but the healed, awakened version. See them offering the apology you deserve, a real apology, one that acknowledges the pain, one that takes accountability. Feel the relief in your body. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel the weight lifting. Now repeat this affirmation, either out loud or in the silence of your heart. I call back the parts of my soul I gave away. I am open to love that is consistent, safe, and destined. I release the resistance and I allow the reunion. What is meant for me will never miss me. I am ready. Say it again. I call back the parts of my soul I gave away. I am open to love that is consistent, safe, and destined. I release the resistance and I allow the reunion. What is meant for me will never miss me. I am ready. Feel the shift in the atmosphere. The universe is listening. Your angels are witnessing. The spiritual realm is rearranging itself to match your decree. The universe respects authority. When you command your reality with faith, obstacles dissolve. The third party who seemed like an obstacle, they'll fade away. The distance that seemed insurmountable, it'll close. The pride keeping them from reaching out, it'll crumble. They are coming back. It might be a text at first, a simple "I've been thinking about you." It might be a random run-in that seems coincidental but is divinely orchestrated. It might be a mutual friend mentioning you. But the door is opening. The reconciliation is in motion. When the timeline of reconciliation is locking into place, the matrix of reality starts to glitch in your favor. The universe is literally conspiring to keep them in your awareness because they are about to re-enter your reality. It's like the algorithms of your life are updating. Seeing their name in random places, on a billboard, a coffee cup, an email from a stranger, is a sign of alignment. It means the energy is dense and manifesting into matter. In the law of attraction, we know that thoughts become things. If their name is popping up everywhere, it's because the thought form of them returning is becoming dense enough to materialize. I had a client who kept seeing his ex-girlfriend's name everywhere for 2 weeks straight. On license plates, on random name tags, in the credits of movies. He even went to a coffee shop and the barista's name was the same. He messaged me and said, "I think I'm losing my mind." I told him, "You're not losing your mind. You're being prepared. She's coming back." 1 week later, she texted him. The signs were the announcement before the arrival. Do not brush these off. A lot of people try to rationalize this away. "Oh, I'm just noticing it because I miss them." No. You are noticing it because your reticular activating system is being spiritually attuned to the frequency of their return. The universe is shouting, "Get ready." The angels are putting up billboards. Your spirit guides are leaving post-it notes everywhere. But here's what's important. How you react to these signs determines how fast the manifestation occurs. If you see their name and spiral into grief, you lower your vibration. You create energetic resistance. But if you see their name and smile, if you feel a sense of knowing, you accelerate the process. You align with the frequency of having, not wanting. Smile at the 1111. Wink back at the universe. Treat these signs as little love notes from the divine, confirming that your prayers have been heard, stamped, and are currently in transit. Keep a synchronicity journal. Every time you see a sign, write it down. Because when the person comes back, and they will, you're going to look back and see how the universe was coordinating the reunion step by step. The synchronicities are the drum roll before the main event. But there is one final internal shift that usually happens right before the text comes through. Here is the hardest pill to swallow. The moment they come back is usually the exact moment you truly let go. It's the surrender paradox. You might have heard the saying, "A watched pot never boils." In energy terms, a chaste person never returns. When you are constantly checking their social media, waiting for their text, analyzing every little thing they post, you are emitting an energy of lack. You are broadcasting to the universe, "I don't have this person, I need this person." And the universe gives you more of not having. But watch what happens when you shift. Have you felt a sudden sense of peace? A feeling of, "You know what? I'm going to be okay, whether they come back or not." Have you started focusing on your own goals, your own glow-up, your own happiness? This is the magnetic shift. The moment you take your energy off of them and pour it back into yourself, they feel the loss of your energetic attention. They've been feeding off your attention this whole time. Even though they're not with you, they can sense you waiting. But the moment you close that door, it creates a vacuum that sucks them back in. You might decide to finally book that trip. You might start that business. You simply have a day where you don't think about them every hour. You laugh genuinely, you feel free, and suddenly, ping, that's when the phone lights up. Your job now is to keep the door unlatched but not stand there holding it open, waiting. Go live your life. Be happy. Be radiant. Be so full of your own light that when they do come back, they're blinded by your glow. Let them catch up to you. Let them earn their way back. Let them prove they've done the work. The love you felt was real. That's why it hurts so much. Real soul love doesn't just disappear. It transforms, it evolves, and it is returning to you now, multiplied. This is your season of harvest. The tears you sowed are about to bloom into a joy you can't even imagine yet. Trust the process, trust God, trust the universe, trust your angels, And most importantly, trust yourself. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that the timing is perfect. They're coming. And when they do, you're going to be standing there in your power, in your worth, in your wholeness, ready to receive the love you've always deserved. But let me be clear about something. When they do come back, you get to decide what happens next. You are not obligated to take them back immediately. You are not required to forgive everything without conversation. This is not about you winning them back. This is about them earning their way back into your life. You have done the work. You have healed. You have grown. You have become a better version of yourself. They need to match that energy. They need to show up as the healed, mature, emotionally available person you deserve. And if they're not there yet, if they're still playing games or offering breadcrumbs, you have every right to close the door again. This decree is about opening yourself to the possibility, not giving away your power. It's about being ready to receive love, not being desperate for any attention. There's a difference, and that difference is everything. So, as you move forward from this moment, remember, you are divinely protected. You are spiritually guided. You are exactly where you need to be. The reunion is coming, but only in the timing and manner that serves your highest good. It is done. The spiritual work is complete. The energetic alignment is set. Now you just have to live your life, trust the process, and stay ready. The universe has your back. God has your back. Your angels have your back. And most importantly, you have your own back now. That's the real victory here. Welcome to your season of harvest. Welcome to your divine reunion. Welcome to the love story that was always meant to be. It is done. If this message resonated with your spirit, type in the comments, "I trust divine timing." And if you need more spiritual guidance like this, subscribe to this channel. The universe brought you here for a reason.